All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Makakodash. Double honors to my elders and apostles, great millstone, who rule well and teach well, being greater than to us young brothers. Peace and blessings to all full leg, will I'm part of the number. I'm the brother Kodar. From the James Ben Chicago. Welcome back to another video. This video is going to be entitled Jeffrey Epstein's Island, What Really Happened There. All right, and I'm going to read just a little bit. This is a very good article. This is a very good article, man. Lord willing, I remember to put the link in the comments and the description if you want to read it yourself, because I read the article. It's a very long article, but I'll only read just a little bit because of the video to be long and drawn out. All right, but it says accusers say billionaires' private paradise of Little St. James and U.S. Virgin Islands was center of international sex trafficking ring. All right, now. All right, Salakia. The guests came from across the world and from the highest ranks of society, celebrities and scientists and members of royal family, touching down in a private jet and then boarding a helicopter to the island. Its owner liked to call it Little St. Jeff. The locals called it Pedophile Island. But what is the truth about Little St. James, the 75-acre private paradise in the U.S. Virgin Islands that billionaire sex abuser Jeffrey Epstein was called home? The island is now at the center of a web lawsuit and criminal investigation seeking to entangle the life of Epstein, which they already know the life of Epstein. This is a fraud-ass investigation. They already know what the fuck is going on. All right. Who died in prison in 2019 at the age of 66, who authorities claim was a suicide. It obviously wasn't a suicide. But a criminal complaint about the Attorney General of the U.S. Virgin Islands, which is attempting to seize Little St. James as government property, described it as perfect hideaway and haven for trafficking young women and underage girls for sexual servitude, and child abuse and sexual assault. All right. On this island, the complaint says Epstein and his associates could avoid detection of their illegal activity from Virgin Islands and federal law enforcement and prevent these young women and underage girls from leaving freely and escaping abuse. All right, it's and it reminds me of the elites of Rome, man. Because the Roman Emperor Tiberius will do the same thing. He will have a pool where little boys will play with his testicles, man. And he had his own little island where he was into all type of devious little stuff, and he also taught that to his nephew, or his grandson. I gotta go back into that history, Caligula, and he would love to watch people make love, man, which is, hey, Esau is vile, man, which I believe Biden is Tiberius through the spirit. I'm just speaking as a man. But, yeah, because these Roman emperors are back too, man. But nevertheless, the island featured in Ghislaine Maxwell's sexual trafficking trial in December. She was convicted of 5 sex trafficking charges and was sentenced to 20 years behind bars plus $750,000 fine on Tuesday, 28th of June, where she's probably living comfortably, somewhere privately. All right, and that $750,000 is nothing to somebody like her. All right, this shows you Esau gets the benefit of a doubt because she only got 20 years. Jake, hey, these are people trafficking underage people, and, doing all type of stuff with them, man. And Jake do something, and he get life. He get life plus 200. All right. As if life is not already enough, this nigga get life plus 200. That don't even make any sense. Yeah, hey, Esau gets the benefit of the doubt, man. God knows they, doing what they doing, murdering people, all this trafficking, and she only get 20 years, and she was the wife of the man. She was basically the closest person to him. But let me get that. That's a good geography of it. It was in the Virgins that Epstein registered as a sex offender in 2010, following his first conviction for child prostitution in 2008. He also based his shell companies in a small, unmarked office in a seaside strip mall on St. Thomas, alongside a Sam's Mini Mart and a salon called Happy Nails. In 1998, he bought Little St. James from a venture capitalist Arch Cummings via a shell company, reportedly paying just under $8 million. $6 million at the time, I believe. The new owner quickly scoured away all the native vegetation and replaced it with 40-foot palm trees. Starting in 2007, Epstein began a massive program of building and remodeling that drew suspicion from the local officials. His main compound nearly doubled in size, sprouting into a plush mansion with outside tourists connecting the master bedroom and the swimming pool along with the destination room. Let me see, what's that? Okay. Satellite photo shows a sprawling network of terrace, cottages, beach houses, swimming pools, docks, utility buildings, a helipad, tennis courts, slipways. I believe that's somewhere Okay. Some kind of enclosed lake or lagoon, and various huts of unknown purpose, all connected by palm linen roads, where golf buggies ferry guests from place to place. A journey across the islands reportedly took about 5 minutes. Let me go down. What was that? Give me a second. I'm trying to find something. Give me a second. Another airstrip employee said there'd be girls that looked like they could be in high school. They looked very young. They were always wearing college sweatshirts. It seemed like camouflage. That's the best way to put it. I could see him with his own eyes. I compared it to seeing a serial killer in broad daylight. I called it the face of evil. It was like he was flaunting it. And that means to show off, to brag. Sometimes the girls would be carrying the shopping bags from designer brands such as Gucci and Dior. The Alexanders also grew suspicious. They looked like they had stepped out of an underwear catalog. Kathy told the Mail they walked around with very few clothes on or lounged around by the pool with nothing on. It was like that most of the time. I was concerned about their ages. A few of them looked very young. I couldn't help but wonder if their mothers knew where they were. Yep. That was pretty much. Oh, yeah, I missed it going. Let's skip right here. It says Middle St. James was the center of a worldwide grooming scheme in which recruiters working with Epstein targeted young women who were open to abuse and manipulation, played on their hopes and fears, dazzled them with displays of vast wealth and power, and then forced them to have sex with clients while keeping them in line with threats of blackmail. That's what Esau used, man. Blackmail. All right, to keep you in line, But nevertheless, let me get these scriptures, man. Some more so. Hebrews 12 and 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau. All right, let's get that definition of profane. It says relating or devoted to that which is not sacred or biblical, secular rather than religious, of a person or their behavior not respectful or orthodox. Right, so they just not right. So let there be any fornicator or profane person is Esau who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. All right. And this is, this information is coming out. A majority of it is coming out through TikTok and other alternative sites, man. The Lord is really exposing this damn devil, bro. Jeremiah 13:22, and if thou say in thine heart, wherefore come these things upon me, for the greatness of thy iniquity are thy skirts discovered, and thy heels made bare. Hey, this devil's being exposed on a daily. This is why, he spends millions of dollars, not billions, but millions of dollars on hiding this information so the masses won't get to it, but some way, somehow, they do. All right, that's through the Lord, man, a lot. And the Lord is using these different media platforms, for example, TikTok. Hey, TikTok, I don't think TikTok gonna last long, man. Hey, because a Chinese company runs TikTok, and they don't care about exposing. They don't care about exposing Esau, man. But yeah, they fuck around and take TikTok down. Which I believe it was a case of them trying to ban TikTok from America. Because it has a lot of folly, but at the same time, it has a lot of information. So yeah, this devil's being exposed, man. Can the Ethiopian change his skin or the leper his spots? Then may he also do good. They are accustomed to evil. This man was made to take peace from the earth. All right? Hey, he's going to be Esau, man. He can't change that. The Lord is going to always hate him. All right? Verse 26, therefore I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, that thy shame may appear. All right, look at all the goddamn fact checking, man. Hey, that shit is off. That shit is folly, man. All right, the reason why they got so much fact checking because the truth is coming out. Esau is tired of being exposed, man. Okay, and he can't take it. That's why he hides his history, man. Okay, shameful spewing upon thy glory. Hey, these people, they so prideful, but they don't know it. Hey, they have a dark history, man. Hey, and I'm talking about these average Joe Edomites. All right, they didn't get this through their integrity. They got this through rape, robbery, and murder. So Lord willing, that was a good lesson. It can count as a history. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Shah, Bashem Kakudash, Shalom, and a bottle ball. And double honors to the apostle, elders, great millstone. Shalom and a bottle ball.